Have you ever had someone tell you that there was some particular information that you were not ready to hear, or the answer to a particular subject you were not ready for? What's that all about? If you have a query, a question about something in life that you deem as being important, and you're asking someone if they would address it, and they tell you, I don't want to talk about it, or you're not ready for it, that's sort of disingenuous. Just like your child underage ask you about what we used to term as the birds and the bees, or sex, and you say, boy, get out of here. Girl, I'm not talking about that. You better say something, because if you don't say something, don't think that they forgot what they asked you. Because if you don't teach it to them or tell it to them, they're going to get it from the world, or from some other source. And you may not like the results. This is called growing up, ladies and gentlemen. This is called being an adult. This is called character building. So often do we avoid accountability and responsibility as adults. That's one of those uh, lost things, if you will. It's unfortunate that a lot of us have not been taught those things. It's a lost art, is what I was trying to say. Thinking, the art of thinking. We like avoidance. We don't like to address real life, so we avoid it. We masquerade in front of people all of the time, trying to pretend to be something that we're not, trying to be tough. We acquiesce all of the time. We back away, in other words, from situations instead of facing them straightforward. Let's be forthright. If you can't answer a question that's sensitive, then you better go ask someone to help you. And make certain that you're sitting right along with that mature person and learn something yourself, so that you're better prepared in the future in case that question comes along again, or something similar. You cannot escape reality. You just can't. And you can go drink your beer or your scotch or your wine, your hard liquor, and smoke your drugs and your cigarettes and think you're going to escape things. No. Whenever you get off of your high or your binge or whatever it is, the problem and or the issue is still going to be there. So address it straightforward, as it is. Don't pretend that it doesn't exist. If you are in a relationship with someone and that person has some issues that they want to discuss, don't avoid them. Don't put them off. Be a man or a woman, whatever the case is, and sit down and have an adult to adult conversation. Put all of your cards on the table, all of your feelings aside, even though they might be involved. At the end, take a deep breath, sigh, and feel good that you got it out. It's better to do it now than to deal with it later, because you might not like the ramifications of later. When my children ask me questions, my mother used to tell me this: tell me the truth. When my brother was living also, she said, tell me the truth, even if it hurts. Don't ever lie to me. That's what my mother always told my brother and I. I'm the same way. I learned that from her. I didn't necessarily have to hear it from her, but I'm using her as an example. I'm that way. Tell me the truth. Because I know ultimately it's going to make me a better person. Tell my children that, and I tell them the truth. No matter how they feel at the end. Even my friends or so-called friends. This is where the rubber meets the road, and when you find out who's really honestly your friend. And you find out where your family members actually are and how they see you as a family member when you tell them the truth. It's going to make you cringe. It's going to make you uncomfortable, the truth. The light's going to outshine the darkness, of course. Don't say it being vindictive. Don't say it being evil or angry. Just say it if it has to be said. It's that simple. Life's not that hard. It can be difficult. It can be challenging. It is what it is. But it makes you feel better. And you sleep better, knowing that you was true to yourself. This is Brother Teacher. I will never tell you anything wrong. You know why? Because I will want someone to tell me the truth, even if it hurts. Much love. Take care. Take care of one another. And so long.